Well, kinda got the chats back up and running. Let's see if we can get the game going. Actually, wait this week. We already updated the church website. It's my buddy Charlie. Alright, we're back up and running. Hey Growmiez. Dealing with audio problems. Classic. Just can't find anything reliable anymore. I've tried paying high price. I've tried paying low price and repairing. It's just things are these days. It seems like things are engineered to sell, not work. You know. No. No. The problem's more with it's with my headphone jack. I need to get in there with a pin, bend the metal around. Cause I mean, Growmiez, it gets a decent amount of use. You know, it's 5 years old, but damn thing should be able to work for 100 years. You know. Work for a while and then break, forcing you to buy another one. Yeah. Yep. Oh man, Growmiez, you've probably noticed this. A lot of businesses are into the subscription game. Because the idea is that people forget. People die and still keep their accountants still pay their bills. Or, you know, you can get one more billing cycle, or, you know, something like that. Or even if you get the billing cycle in, you're hanging on to that money to get one more interest payment. It's kind of like how the federal government and the state government take advantage of poor people by taking taxes out of the paycheck and then giving it back to the poor people when they file a return. That's, you know, egregious because the federal government is keeping that money and earning interest on it, when the poor people are the people who need to be rolling that back into their lives. Try going to McDonald's and getting them to give you a W-2, or I mean, give you a W-4 contract. 1099. That's what, I don't know, one of them.
Drop your laser sword, Jedi, and maybe we'll spare your life. Or perhaps you'd like to take your chances.
Didn't we already do this? I think we did a lot of this mission already.
So, my Jedi friend, what do you think of our accommodations?
Why don't you come down here and find out?
Ah, feisty. Good. Good. I have a proposition for you. You see, it can get dreadfully dull around here, so I'm up for a bit of sport. I'm going to let you out. If you can make it back to your ship, you're free to leave. But if I catch you, I'll have to shoot you. After all, you are an escaped prisoner. Hopefully you'll prove more of a challenge than the bounty hunter I had to kill a few days ago. Of course, I've never hunted a Jedi before.
And if I refuse to play along?
Well, then you can rot in your cell. I'm sure someone might come looking for you, eventually. Let the games begin.
Alright, I'm gonna try and just load it. Oh yeah. We're at the fun part where we get to drive a thinger. Alright, Growmiez, right or left? Oh hey, did I tell you that I got an amplifier? So that's a thing. Let me talk to you about that a little bit. Because I've had this car amplifier for what, 5 years, 6 years now? Yeah, 6 years I've had this amplifier almost. And there we go. Yeah. So I've had this car amp. I do a little car audio. 6 years, yeah, almost 6 years, and it's kind of like it has a soft turn-on circuit. So I flip the switch, and I have enough time to put my hand up on the steering wheel, and then then the bass kicks in, so I can kind of time it. But there's been a few times, I don't know, maybe over the last 6 months, like. It was like, hey, did that take a little extra long to kick on? And then it's all like, it was really rare, and then all of a sudden it just didn't come on the other day at all. And so I took it out and I opened it up and I was like, well, am I going to see any broken parts or anything? Powered up on the bench just fine. I put it back in, and I'm getting sound out of it now, but it's underpowered, like it's not powering up. Like when I turn up the volume, the amp shuts off. So, I tested the speaker's fine, or it appears fine. I mean, it might be fine when it's cool, but as soon as you put some sound wave through it, then it, shorts out or something, but I was like, oh, well, the amp's going bad, and I don't want to be out without my boom boom, so I just, I threw money at it, Growmiez. And it's not just because I was like, oh, let's throw money at it. I was looking to see how much it would cost to replace the amp with another one like it, because I really like that amp. It's small, and it's really loud, and I mean, dude, the whole time I've owned it, I've never had it maxed out. I've never maxed out the volume on that amplifier. And was like, alright, how much to replace it? And then I saw a similar one that's basically the new version of it for $15 less. And so I cross-referenced the new one with their website, because it's the same company. And it's not listed on their products, but it is a page on their website if I search for it specifically. And it could be an old product, but actually I think it's a new product because it's better. Instead of a 3000, it's a 4500. And it's got 4 35 amp fuses in the side of it. So I'm like, well, let's just go ahead and jump on this deal, because I've seen electronics do that before. They come out and they're a decent electronic, and they come out and they have a few of them for cheap, just to try and spread the word and get the product out there. And then the price, jacks up like another 40% or something. So basically, I got this amp like 60% off, and I'm like, yeah. I put it in there, goes into protect. I mess with it a little bit, I get it to turn on, and it's wigging out on me. So either the amp's bad right out of the box, or both of my amps are probably still good, and what's going on is I have a bad ground. I didn't even think about that. I gotta take all my stuff out of my trunk and get into the wheel well to look at that ground. So I'll be doing that. I can do a PA and distort blocks, power blocks, car or cap, staple toe, etc. Install, okay. Power blocks and distribution blocks and amp racks. Oh, great, homie. I'll have to show you some of the stuff I've done. I got some trophies from my competitions with my radio. I've done quite a bit over the years. 15s have always been my sugar. My very first setup was a pair of 8s. I borrowed a pair of truck 8s from my brother, and they had tweeters in them. They were 8s with tweeters. You think about the truck box, the thin box that fits behind the seat, yeah. And they had tweeters in them, and they distorted like crap when I turned the amp up, and I only had 110 watts. Only had 110 watts, but it was a Radio Shack amplifier, an Optimus amplifier. So it was all 110, and then some. More like 150. But the amp, it clipped those. So what I did is I took the tweeters out and I clipped the wires off of them. Oh man, the bass. And then, so that was just to get it working. What I wanted to do was find a pair of 15-inch Jensens, but I couldn't find Jensens in 15-inch, so I bought Jensens in 10-inch. So for a while I had a pair of 10-inch Jensen speakers, and they were pretty good. Then I wound up getting some Lanzar 15s, and I've never gone back. 15s, all the way, baby. I've had Hyper Pros. I've had what was that, a Pro Max or something? I don't know. I've never got into the high dollar stuff, where you pay thousands of dollars, because I ain't got that kind of cash, but I know how to move a cone. Yep. Sure am kind of proud of that. Oh, dude, Growmiez, this is what's going on. So I put that, when I bought the amp that I was telling you 6 years ago, I bought two 15-inch VM Elux, and I got those on super sale deal. Oh man, like $60 a subwoofer, and then they jacked up to $160. But I mean, the proof is in the pudding. That one of them has still been going strong after 6 years. The other one, new in box, still sitting there. I mean, they could have sent me a brick. I should probably look inside the box, huh? No, I'm kidding. I actually looked inside the box about 2 years ago. Somewhere around 4 years after they sent it to me, I was like, let's take a look inside of there. Maybe there's a mouse. And, nope, there's a subwoofer. Brand new. New in box. And, like, I keep meaning to make another, you know, because like I was driving my Bonneville, and that thing's luxe, man. It's got a trunk. I could fit both of them in their imported boxes, because, you know, I like my ports. I actually prefer the sealed box. For a while there, Growmiez, in my S10 Blazer, I had 4 15s, 4 sealed 15s, and I had built the box so that I could still fit 4 people in the car, you know, so I could still haul the chicks around. Yeah, I'll have to show you some pictures of that. Let's talk about this a little bit, because let's see, the JL Audio ones, those were good. I actually worked for a place that was their flagship. They were like, oh man, we're gonna promote JL Audio. And the thing is, JL Audio, like their W13 or whatever it was, their 13-inch sub, freaking fruit bars. It was cool. It was cool. Go JL Audio. It was just like they were really proud of themselves. And I mean, it was cool, you know. The X-Max on it was great, but Growmiez, I was running $42.99 Hyper Pros that were outperforming them. So I don't know. I mean, it was cool. I mean, the JL Audio, it was beautiful sounding. That was the thing. They did SPL with quality. I will give them that. JL Audio's, it's beautiful. It's like buying an Infinity system, you know, but for SPL. But I mean, you know, I've always been into more of the kicker or the Fosgate, like you're saying, because those are where they really, you know, pump the power in there and make it loud. But the thing about Fosgates is, like, they were all about that punch boost. So the Fosgate amp, they just put in a preamp, right? And that was their big claim to fame, which actually, you know, to give them credit, that, you know, it's kind of like on your head unit, you can turn on the loud function. And, you know, they did that on the amp, and it worked. It worked. But, you know, I actually... So let me tell you a little story about Fosgate, because, let's see, Growmiez, you're probably old enough to remember shopping before the internet, shopping back in the 90s, and a lot of, you know, stores had salesmen that were high pressure, and they were meant to, you know, push this, sell the fish, you know, it's about to turn. So, I went in there and I was like, oh, I want to buy this amp. And dude's like, no, you don't want to buy that amp, you want to buy this amp. And he kept going like 5 times. I was like, alright, I'll take this amp, and because he was like, if you don't like it, you can bring it back in Growmiez. You remember back in the day when you couldn't return everything? Like, you remember this line? All sales are final. You remember that? Nowadays, you know, Walmart came out and they brought the, oh, just return it, 30 days. So nowadays everybody's got to compete, which I kind of like, because it, you know, it keeps manufacturers responsible. But yeah, I need to take another puff. Cheers, man. He's like, if you don't like it, you can bring it back and trade it in. So he sent me home with a Fosgate punch amp. I hooked it up. It was louder than what I had, but I didn't really like it. Because, alright, so I was going from the Optimus amp to that punch amp. And the punch amp was more powerful, but it was worse quality sound. I mean, it's just a dressed up piece of crap. And let me give you an example, Growmiez, because if you're this into electronics, you're probably familiar with what a resistor is. And resistors come in, they come with bands on them, so you can tell how much resistance they have. And there are basically, and actually there's 4, but there's basically 2 different categories of resistors. There's ones that have 4 bands, and there's one that have 5 bands. The 5-band resistors cost about 10 times the price, but they're a lot higher tolerance. And then, they also have 3-band and 6-band, but that's another story. So basically, the Optimus amp has the 5-band resistors, and the Fosgate has the 4-band resistors. Resistors drop voltage. They resist the flow of electricity. It's the most basic electronic component. It's a load, but in realistic sense. I know that, we use the word realistic a lot, but I'm actually using it as scientific nomenclature. And I won't get into this too much, but there's real impedance and there's imaginary impedance. So let's say you have a coil of wire like a speaker, and it makes a magnetic field. The magnetic field says to the electricity, slow down. So it's an imaginary resistance, because it's slowing the electricity, but it's because of magnetism. The energy is reduced back into the system when it's turned off. Whereas a resistor will actually emanate heat. So it passes electricity, but it emanates heat. It slows down electricity, but it turns a lot of it into heat. Has to do with ohms, no? Yeah, okay, so ohms are the units. And that way we can classify impedance in resistance ohms or reactance ohms. So the coil reacts. It doesn't resist, it reacts. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, home slice? So that's the difference between real resistance, the impedance that resists, or imaginary resistance, the impedance that reacts. I have a knowledge. Sophomoric knowledge. Oh yeah, good old Rick. Sophomore Rick. No, you're good, man. I didn't know you were 40. I thought you were younger than me, man. But anyway, I'm pretty close to your age. I'm 37, something like that. But no, the Fosgate, their speakers keep blowing out every time I see a Fosgate speaker. It's basically just a speaker with the Fosgate brand on it. Not just prefer the sound of a JL audio better. It is, yep, Growmiez, JL audio. So, that Growmiez, I took the punch amp back, right? And, okay, so it's not like a hassle or anything where I had to go back to the store, because I was actually in the market for an amp, and I was like, okay, I'll try it out. So I take it back, and I get the one that I want, the Jensen 4-channel 600 watt. Yeah, it was 400 watts, but you could bridge it up to 600. That amp, man, Growmiez, that amp is beautiful. The sound of it, full, the bass, all there. I use that in 5 of my cars, and 3 of my family's cars. And it recently gave out. My nephew hooked it up wrong. I told him not to, but it's good to see him getting out and trying things. But yeah, he bridged it, and you're not allowed to. You're not supposed to. I mean, you can bridge it, but you're not supposed to bridge it down to 2 ohms. Let's say you got a 2-channel amp. You can wire it up to 1 channel, and then it'll use both channels to run 1 subwoofer. And actually, Growmiez, that's how you really get into competitions. Let's say you have a subwoofer with 4 voice coils. You put 2 amps in slave mode, and then you have 2 amps bridged in slave on 1 voice coil. And if your sub has 4 voice coils, then you can put 8 amplifiers per subwoofer. Yeah, 4 max, right. 8 amplifiers per subwoofer. Oh, okay, right, gotcha. You know what that is. You know what it is. But anyway, yeah, that quality and as far as bandpass goes, I've never. No, that's wrong. I have built a bandpass box. Oh, Growmiez, in my Blazer, I built a bandpass console. Like, my center, like, okay, let's say you're driving down by where your gas pedal knee leans. I had an 8-inch subwoofer under glass. Yeah. Still got it. I still have that Blazer, but I need to do some restoration work to it, but oh, I thought I'd have more money by now. So many opportunities just never pan out, you know. Sometimes I feel like Lucy. I'm not trying to get rich quick, I'm trying to get rich. Though, that is definitely true. I like creating value. I'm not trying to take value, but create it. That's what I can be proud of, you know? 4 ohms? Yeah, well, Growmiez, you can bridge the 4-channel amp down to 2 4-ohm channels, but he bridged it down to 2 ohms. And so I'm still taking a poke at that here and there. Just your own personal 8 up there. Yeah, oh dude, when you got like 10 subwoofers, you have 80 amplifiers, and then you gotta have all the batteries and stuff like that, because you gotta... Okay, so Growmiez, let's say you're gonna go out and compete in an NHASA or an IHSA or something like that competition, where you earn points on a national level, and then that way it racks up to see who the winner is over all the competitions. You can't run your car, so your alternators don't matter. You're running all off the battery during your burp, and that's what I was talking to my nephew about. Is like some of the SPL competition stuff is like, dude, you can pay $1,500 for a Digital Designs subwoofer. It's got neodymium magnets, right? Beefy as all get out. It's got a 6-layer voice coil. That means that when they wrap the coil of wire, it's 6 layers deep. That's gonna get hot as all get out, which is perfectly fine if you pull up to the competition ring and you go and that's it. Then it'll cool down. But if you're gonna try and run, you know, your favorite album up and down the strip, that sub's gonna burn up right away. So, Growmiez, no, never been a professional stereo guy. Probably should be, but I mean, I worked at a stereo install shop, but shoot, that was while I was going to college. No, for a while there, I was working in electrochemistry. I was a research associate, a scientist for Firefly Energy. We were putting carbon foam inside of car batteries. That's a whole nother topic. But after the recession hit, I was at a weird spot because I was out of college, but I wasn't fresh enough out of college, and I got into handiwork, and I've been doing that ever since. I really need to get back into my career because that actually paid decent. I had a job with like benefits and stuff. Nope, they're not made to run just for competitions. Just one quick burp. But hey, Growmiez, you want to get yourself a trophy? Dude, these things don't have speaker terminals. They have 8-gauge power cables coming right off the voice coil. I'm in college. No, there's no problem with that, Growmiez. We're all learning. If you don't, Growmiez, if you're not learning things every day, you're getting stupider by the minute. Because the world is constantly learning. The bar is getting higher and higher. Yep. Oh, dude, that freaking outrageous subwoofers. And I've heard them too, Growmiez. Yeah, I had this dude with, I had 415s and 4,000 watts, and I did pretty good. But this dude had two 10s, two of those digital design 10s, and he was actually a little bit louder than me. Now, I'll give him that, he burned them. I mean, he actually, after his run, and he was in a different class, so I mean, I still got first place, but to be fair, he beat me with two 10s. I think I got like 1.6 or 1. Yeah, I think I was at like 156.6, and he was at like 156.8. And then he pulled over to the side, and he got out, and his truck was full of smoke. It was an Explorer. Oh, dude, it smelled so bad. It was just, you know, it smelled like burnt coil. They do a yep, decibel check. Now, Growmiez, looking back on it, these guys were amateur operators. Maybe they just placed the gauge in the wrong part of my car. You know, it's hard to say. But, you know, that's all open for discussion. But for the most part, you know. And also, that was a new box, so, I mean, I was still trying to figure that one out. Oh, stereo drag. You never been to DB drag? That's all right, man. You're not missing much. Bunch of fat guys doing electronics because it's dumb and cheap. We like our bass. We like it to jiggle us around. But the thing is, they give you a CD, Growmiez. They give you a CD and you get to pick the frequency. It's like track 1 is, you know, 30 hertz. Track 2 is 34 hertz. Track 3 is 38 hertz. Track 4 is 42 hertz. So you just pick the track and you press play. Some people actually wire up their radio outside of their car so that they can stand outside. There's dudes who like bolt the doors shut and stuff. You know, they sit there with a ratchet, ratch. Alright, it's ready. You know, people really get into trying to make it the loudest. Well, I mean, alright, think about it like a real drag race. You're not going to drive a top fuel rail car down the road to go to the gas station, but god darn, them things are fast. You know that a top fuel dragster is going 0 to 60 before its back tires cross the starting line? That's another thing, Growmiez. Them top fuel dragsters, I mean, electric cars are cool. Electric cars are fast. But ain't no substitute for packing power into a molecule. A gas molecule. The only thing more powerful than a gas molecule is nuclear energy. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're talking about trying to pack energy into small containers. How small of a container can you pack the most energy possible? And it's like, well, you can pack it into the molecule, but what's even smaller than that? The nucleus. The nucleus has so much energy. The nucleus of the atom, there is so much energy in that. If you can get that nuclear power going, just run the record for fastest car, no? Well, that's a loose record. Fastest car, no. Because the fastest car is a top fuel dragster. Diamond Jim's dragster's up like 18,000 horsepower, something like that. I don't remember, but it did the quarter mile in 3-point-something seconds. Faster than a jet car. Faster than the jet engine car. Only faster is a rocket car. Those things are dangerous. You can blow up. Because you know you're not going up in the air, you're going across. But yeah, they that's when we start getting into the difference between propeller jet engines and ram air jet engines and an actual rocket engine. You know. What kind of music do I listen to? All kinds of music, Growmiez. All kinds, man. All kinds of music. Just making sure I didn't miss anything. Oh, I know what it was. It was PA systems. We're gonna come back to that, but shoot, Growmiez, I both hate music. I don't like music, and I have music. Like I told you, I have a lot of house music. Like I have when I'm out in public and I don't want to wear my headphones. I have That's So 80s Mega Remix. It's some stuff that somebody, I don't remember the artist, shout out to them, redid a bunch of 80s songs. But then, like, I also listen to a lot of Annie O'Brien, DJ Sylvie M, and like I've got Hank Williams Sr., I've got piano bar music, I've got the best of bluegrass, I've got a lot of No Limit, I have a 67 Elko Chile Pepper Red 4 on the floor. Ooh, really? 454. Wow. That's nice, Growmiez. Those 454s are nice. That's a real good car. I used to spin house in the 90s. The older Novas, the square-shaped ones. It seemed like the blocks were too large for the size of the car, almost. Yeah, Growmiez, like the Mustang, right? It's a big block in a small car. Just power through it. I'm really into bluegrass. Streaming on Sunday? Yep. Hey, how's it going, Kiwi Claw? So, on this channel, usually on Saturday night, Sunday morning, I update the church website, but I already did that. So, Growmiez and I are talking about how, well, actually, Kiwi Claw, I was about to send you this picture. I bought a new amplifier, but I think I'm having a ground problem. And that takes me back, Growmiez, that was another thing you mentioned. Capacitor? No. Growmiez, shame on me, man. I've been running a 3,000 watt amplifier on an 8-gauge cable for 6 years. Through 3 different cars. Why, when I changed to either of the 2 other cars, did I not use 4-gauge cable? I have lots of it. I need to just go through the trouble of cutting the zip ties so that I can use the remote wire and the RCAs. I don't know, I was just, take it out, put it in, it works, right? More power. Like I said, I never even had the amp all the way up. Tired, just woke up. I love the Old Crown Medicine show. I need to get your number. I want to talk to you while I was doing my gemstone videos, so I held off. Oh, no problem, Growmiez. Hey, Growmiez, you mentioned that you had plenty of gemstone powder, and it made me wonder, how much are you giving to the test plant? I don't even remember how much I sent you. Cheers, buddy. Nice. What a burnout. Oh, dude. If you're talking about the amp, I thought my other one burned out, but I'm not thinking so anymore, Kiwi Claw. I think I'm having a ground issue. I need to take all this stuff out of my trunk, and, you actually saw that, so that's gonna be a thing that I do today. going to give it 1 bottle. Oh, yeah, there you go, Growmiez. You got it. Sent me 1 regular bottle and 1 double. Oh, hey, Growmiez. If one of them's a round bottle, that's a 3 ounce. And if one of them's a squeezy bottle, that's a 2 ounce. They both contain 5 carat weight of powder recipe. So they both have the same amount of powder. And the water is irrelevant. So just think of them as equals. A round cylindrical shape, the bigger one. Okay. Two ovens don't cook pizza faster, you just get more. I like more. Also, Kiwi Claw, that's a thing. We can cook 2 pizzas, and then we can make them into 1 pizza sandwich. Pizza sandwich. I don't know what I've seen. Pooh. It's round and the other squeezy. Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. They are both the same. Yep, same amount. Twisted does all kinds of stuff. He dilutes it and puts it into a syringe for some reason. And he also, man, he gave some plants 5 bottles. I love Twisted, the way he tests it out and stuff. But the thing is, it's not like a side-by-side with my peppers. Growmiez, did I send you that picture where I had the 4 and the 4? And it shows the difference? I got that Sagan from Lowe's the other day and mended the wires. Oh, cool. Nice. Hey, Growmiez, Kiwi Claw works at Lowe's in the gardening section and stuff. Alright. We've talked about a lot of things. Star Wars, right? Oh no, oh no. Well, we did some pretty good damage to all of that. Nice job, everyone. Oh. Who's shooting at us? Yes, I can. And I will. And I am. Right now. Escaping. On foot. No, I'm not. Where do I go? This is a timer. All-terrain armored transport. Oh, gotcha. Adelissa. The larger loaves. The peppers were thicker, seemingly. And I don't know where to go either. This game sucks. Alright, we're going this way. That wasn't supposed to happen. Apparently that wasn't where we were supposed to go. This chicken-legged thing. Alright, we're getting out of here. We're gonna make a run. Nope, that's not where we're supposed to go. And we came out of there. Maybe that's where we're going. Nope. Oh man, I hate this game. How are you guys doing? Can't much run in that thing. I think with my side-by-side test, I will do weekly picks. Awesome. That's what I did with the peppers, Growmiez. Growmiez, I remember making a slideshow out of those peppers. I made a slideshow out of... I don't remember what I did with it, though. Because I don't think it's on the how-to page. Yeah, see, we came out of here, we went in there, we got in this thing, and then... Well, we can do this. Maybe we can't do this. I think we screwed up getting out of that thing. Maybe we were supposed to go down there. Oops. That was kind of weird. Oh hey, some kind of door opened. We're using the sour D times wedding cake. I'm thinking I may use the other bottle on my blackberry or boysenberry plant I just got. Oh, there you go. That'll be cool. If it has, like, yeah, like if it's in a pot, give it like half a bottle now and let it acclimate, and give it the other half. That's what I would do, but I usually just gotta feel it out. Feel it. I was at the doctor the other day, and this guy came up.
You're doing well, Jedi. Too well. It's time to end this game.
Yeah, I was at the... Oh. Was at the doctor the other day. I walked out to this huge blackberry plant, and they're kind of rare in Cali compared to Northwest, so I took a cutting. I'm always taking cuttings of public plants ever since I learned to clone years ago. It's in a pot. Gotcha. I should go half and half on the pot. Plant 1, 2. I should go half on a bag of dank. For a $20 sack of Indonesia. For the $20 sack pyramid. should go half on a bag of dank. Oops. Wrong thing. And that guy didn't want to go down. Ouch. Alright, we gotta do something about that. That's better. Well, those guys are well shielded, apparently. Sheesh. There. And of course, they gotta make it hard. We gotta go the long way. We'll go the long way home.
Who did that or checked that out?
I did that. Me. It's I. There we go. I showed them what for. Now I just wish I knew where I was going. I was supposed to go down, wasn't I? Well, yep. Going down. Going downtown, baby, gonna make some oh, I forgot about the sandwich. I bet Kiwi Claws never even heard the sandwich song. We're going downtown, baby, down by the roller coaster. That's the song, that's the tone that it's set to, but it's about sandwiches. The sandwich song. Dabbing hip hop. Hey, that sounds like a new kind of hip hop. Really cool remix. I got 5 on it by a bag of dank. It by Loonies. Dop 3 drum and bass version. Aphrodite debuted on his world Ren-owned, like Ren and Stimpy, except no Stimpy, Ren-owned Urban Jungle album, becoming one of the first DJs to really fuse dabbing in hip-hop. Good job, man. Awesome. 5 on a bag of dank. That's a good price. He also produced quite a few tracks which he used 10-minute song about going through drive-thru. No, Kiwi Claw, is there a sandwich song out there? Because Chris the Phenomenon and I wrote a sandwich song while playing Grand Theft Auto 4. He produced quite a few tracks which he used in his hip because he hurt his hip when he was hopping. Oh, I get it. They call it hip hop because that's the hop that you hurt your hip on. And drum and bass together, 90 and 180 bumps, respectively. So they'll mix perfect. Oh, cool. Nice. Super Ultra Mega Micro House and Acid House. There you go. That's House on 40X and House on 140X. Let's see. I don't even know if I can remember the sandwich song at this point. But we were always gonna mix it into something. Hey Growmiez, maybe you can help us do that. Because that was Chris and I. We almost got it done. We're always gonna make a song about like soup too. You know, soup and sandwiches. And then we're gonna add a portion about dip. A portion of the song about dip. Yes, I am distractingly stalling because I'm trying to think.
Well played. Tragically, I can't allow you to tell anyone about my little operation. Farewell, Jedi.
Rocket Man. There you go. Okay, so the sandwich song. I'm going downtown, baby, gonna order sandwiches, gonna make a Dagwood just like Dagwood would. First we'll slice some bread, we'll start with pumpernickel, split top wheat rye, then we'll add a pickle. Next we'll add some meat, Cajun turkey, Cajun shrimp, sliced roast beef, cause you know that it is pimp. Then we'll add some cheese, maybe some gorgonzola. Next sorry, I messed it up. Maybe some gorgonzola. Next some barbecue, cause no one likes a boulder. Need a giant bib, cause you'll get some on your shoulder. Reaching for the napkins, none left in the holder. Downtown baby, gonna need a doggy bag and a wet dish rag, gonna make my belly sag. Don't get the giant sandwich wrap, nobody can handle that. It's 3 meals and a midnight snack. That's the sandwich song. Next, explaining how you can mix powdered dips into sour cream for quick instant microwave quick dip. I like that. Now let's see how quickly we can get rocketified. I think he can break that. Oh good, we can hide behind that pillar. Trying to let my force rebuild.
It seems I underestimated you, Jedi.
We've informed the Republic of the hidden remnant operation, and they should be there to clean it up soon. Too bad Rax didn't have any useful info. I'm proud of how you handled yourself, Jaden. Well done.
Well, that was a thing.
Luke's coming up with a plan for tracking down the disciples of Ragnos, but it may take some time. If you want, you can take one more mission. Otherwise, meet us in the audience chamber.
Oh, you know we're taking this mission, because Growmiez. This is the driving mission. It's a short one, but it's a fun one. Remember? You can play as a board? Cool. Yeah, I decided, instead of a stick, I'd play as a board. Yeah. She's a hottie, too. A spaceport worker on the planet Zanju V may have a thing about cult connection with the Imperial Remnant. The worker is hiding at an abandoned outpost 3 livometers outside of Zornon Head. Meet up with the worker and find out what he knows.
I have been told that a student with your level of training should have no difficulties with this particular mission.
Great. Let's roll. Yep, driving. Have some really bomb space tickets. I was gonna send you a couple so you can hit the reset button with a friend. It's an e-ticket for sure. Gotcha. Awesome. What is that? Just like a pile of space junk? Oh. Awesome, man. Right on. I should have shot them guys first, huh? I guess they learned their lesson. You a brawny? Been waiting weeks for this. Speeder. Been waiting weeks for this. Awesome. It's an e-ticket for sure. Brony. Brony. Jabroni. Is that jabroni? Is that a form of brony?
Are you the Jedi?
Yes. Tell me everything you know about the disciples of Ragnos. Please, make it quick, though. I ran into trouble back there, and it might be following me.
We should go inside. It'll be safer. Cult must.
Sith spit! I have to get out of here. Looks like I'm not going back that way.
Yeah, you jabroni. We're gonna have to pull that one out. Cheers to pulling it out. Gotta go. Alright, Kiwi Claw, thanks for coming by, dude. Welcome to the Hangout stream. Man, I had a couple jokes that I just wrote for the joke portion. I was gonna give you one of them, but I forgot. I don't know. Cheers, man. Good thing I wrote them down, huh? This is really fun. I gotta say, this driving the Thinger mission and Growmiez, I think we get one more. I might be wrong about that. But I think we got one more mission where we drive the thing. I thought there was a way to, like, use my lightsaber on them. Alright, we're gonna ramp here in a little bit. Yes, this is as fun as it looks. Until you run into the wrong part of the wall. I can't believe I missed that. Sheesh. Alright, we're getting out of here. Smash! Looks like smooth sailing. I spoke too soon. also, like, cattywampus. Yeah, Growmiez, we were playing a mission where we were on Hoth earlier, and they had some, like, we went into this cave, and there was a wampus in there, and man, that thing was catty. It was just fighting. It was a cattywampus. And, also, Growmiez, Chris and I have decided, and I think it was a consensus between Chris and Kratos and I, have decided that rigmarole goes best with a plate of picatoni. Actually, that was you that was here. Yeah, rigmarole. I'd like to order some penne, and don't skimp on the rigmarole. I don't know where we're going now. I'm lost. Yep. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. There we go. Chasm jumped. Growmiez, I remember the first time I played through this level, and I was like, oh, this is cool. By having somebody here to share it with, that makes it that much better. I mean, you know, the conversation's even better yet, but playing the game with somebody else to enjoy it, it's always fun, right? It's kind of like instead of 40, you're like 4, and you came over, and it's Saturday.
Well, that was an adventure. These cultists sure know how to cover their tracks. Luke's ready to present his plan to find the cult leaders. Get to the audience chamber.
They know how to cover their tracks by not making any. You ever think of that, Growmiez? Them speeders? No tracks. I mean, there might be a vapor trail or something, but ain't no tracks. Oh, hey, Growmiez, are you ready? This is story time.
You're making good progress. Luke and I can sense the good in you. You'll be a Jedi in no time.
The disciples of Ragnos are getting bold. They've managed to siphon force energy from every site that was mentioned in my journal. We still don't know what it is they're planning to do with the energy, though. It's imperative that we track down the leader of this cult.
But how? If they've already hit every place in your journal.
There are several places I didn't mention by name that they've discovered, like Dagobah. My fear is that they may use clues in my journals to discover other places. We need to beat them to these locations. Considering how we lost a student last time, we must be very cautious. Everyone will travel in pairs. Kyle, Jaden, you'll be going to Vajun.
Vajun? Isn't that just a big dead rock?
It also happens to be the location of one of my father's strongholds.
Okay, so it's a big, dead, important rock.
Stream, you and Tio...
This ought to be interesting. I'd heard rumors that Luke had been to Vajun, but he never really talked about it.
Vajun is dangerous. The dark side is strong there. Oppressive. Be extremely careful.
Sure, Luke. Don't worry.
Yep, Steam. Yeah, Steam, cause this, I think I got this game for, I don't know, I think it was like $12 for all the games, including the ones that I didn't play yet. Mostly I wanted Republican Commando.
Great. Looks like somebody's home. Luke sure knows how to pick 'em. We'll set down in that canyon and try to sneak into the castle. This rain's like acid. Find some cover, fast.
We should play Republican Commando. That's a good game.
Looks like the welcome wagon's arrived. Must be some kind of trooper inside the
I couldn't get any slashes in this time. There we
We're
go.
gonna have to run from cover to cover. Keep out of the rain as much as possible.
I should use my lightning. Well, that was pointless.
You don't live like there.
You're joking, right? Take that down.
Oh hey, I just noticed that we got Kyle Catbarn with us. Is that the first mission where he's with us? Okay, so that's actually kind of interesting, because, you know, in the previous game we were playing as that guy. So technically we're playing with ourselves. Okay. Yeah. Didn't mean it like that. Yay, Steam. Yeah, that's what we should do next, is play Republican Commando. It's been like 5 years probably. Oh, I was trying to remember where that protection one is. Oh, it's absorb, okay. Absorb.
What are you doing?
was too easy.
You're joking, right?
Mostly. Yeah, I mean, pretty much all the time. You know, it's hard to tell from the sound of things if she likes the acid or if she hates the acid. I mean, it hurts, but... Oh, Growmiez, the, So, you get most of them, but there's some of them like the healing, the absorb, and the lightning. You gotta build them up. So I did 3 missions, and I built that up 3 times. Now, we got electricity. It makes the game too easy, but at the same time, I'm not trying to make this game harder than it... I mean, I have it set to easy so that I can go through it really fast. The idea is to show you guys the storyline and some of the gameplay. I think she likes that acid rain just a little bit too much. So like I say, it makes it too easy. I bet she likes her lightsaber too. She picked the big lightsaber.
Take cover. Guess they're expecting us now. Okay, we'll have to get to that turbo laser and take out the bomber first.
Uh-oh. That thing's probably not too happy with us. I bet it's coming for us. She can stick it in the freezer.
You're under arrest.
There you go.
She must be.
Honestly, Growmiez, I bet she's... Oh. Oh, really? All the way back here? Growmiez, she's probably hotter than the saber.
Take cover. Guess they're expecting us now. Okay, we'll have to get to that turbo laser and take out the bomber first. This one's marked. Stop!
There we go.
Here's Joe. Take right.
Y'all better get away.
Ooh, that throwing trick, that's a lot better. I should do that. There we go. That kind of sped things up a little bit. Whoops, I just destroyed the robot.
You're joking, right?
Apparently they were considering, you know, the lightning powers. It's funny when in Souls find video game chicks hot. Insults. Inches? Pardon me?
Okay, the turbo laser should be on the other side of this door. It's locked. There was a control room back there. Wait here and let me know if I get it open.
Well, that sounds ominous. Oh, this guy's got some kind of suit on. so much for that.
That's it, Kyle. I'm going in.
Be right there.
Now let's get to the castle.
Make your way through the underworks of the Bast Castle and find the entry into the
Right, let's
castle
get out of
itself.
that frame. Now we can get up into the castle. There's a turbo lift over there. Locked down. You ever feel like you're not welcome? Let's see if we can find another way out of here. They always lock the door. You'd think they'd have learned by now.
Stop that jeep.
Doesn't look like there's a key. That would be too easy. The console to unlock the door is probably hidden in some room 12 floors up or something. How does that make sense?
Well, I'm out of ideas. I guess we'll just wait here till the end of time. Oh, there's door number 1, door number 2.
I wonder where this leads. Oh, of course it has to be a garbage pit, doesn't it? Well, let's go. No one ever said being a Jedi was glamorous.
Smell-o-vision. Oh, hey, Growmiez, after this, I think we get to have the double lightsaber.
Jake, run to the middle. You can jump out from there.
It's too close. We've got to get out of here. Take that chute and I'll take this one. With luck, we'll meet up on the other side.
Oh, that's how we came in. This way? Whoops.
Stay where you are.
Glad you were here for that speeder mission, Growmiez. I know you were tired the first time we played that speeder mission. And so I was like, you know what, we're gonna reload it and we're gonna play that speeder mission when Growmiez comes back. And we did.
Come get me, Jedi!
That worked out well. I thought I'd have to search high and low for you.
Going up? I think we go up. Oh yeah, and this part was confusing too.
This lift is locked down too. Maybe this switch. Oh, come on. Uh-oh. Jaden, watch out.
Jaden, find a way to drain the water. If this power conduit hits the floor, we're both gonna be fried.
I guess we made our own path.
Relax, kid. I've seen tubes like this before. We can ride them to the top.
Oops. Oh, fuck you, Star Wars. Nothing? Figured there'd at least be a control panel here. sorry, did you call them?
It's good to get out of that. Good idea. We can feed the energy back into the machine and overload it.
Yeah, I'm fine. Where are you?
I'm not really sure. I'll have to catch up with you. Go on ahead without me.
She's vaping. Innovator's Castle stopped coal from draining force energy. Try to meet back up with Kyle. Cat barn.
Nothing I can't handle.
Good. I ran into some trouble, but I'm almost to the top of the core.
I wonder why the Imperials are here now.
Star Wars. How many shots can this guy take? Got him.
Yes, you made a wise choice. The Master will soon return to lead us to glory.
Really?
What's going on, Jake?
That doesn't make any sense. Look, these guys got all the Mountain Dew.
We're wanted up in the throne room. For what? I guess they're almost done up there. We'll be leaving soon.
I'm in a hangar.
Okay, I'll catch up with you soon.
speed really seemed to be the key there. Alright, we're gonna pick this story up. Hey, Kratos. I just totally spaced out on you guys there. I was like, oh, I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna quit. And then I kept going. And I was like, cause it was like 30 minutes, right? I thought Growmiez had fell into sleep. And yeah, then I was like, alright, time to quit. And I looked down. And there's Kratos, hanging out, chilling, being cool. Yep, I'm gonna get me a little bit of nap. Then I'm gonna work on my car. I'm gonna try and figure out if that amplifier is a ground issue or not. Kratos, Growmiez, and I were talking about how I thought my amplifier might be going out because it's like 6 years old and I've put it through a lot. But the new amplifier that I got like a really great deal on because it's like so new they don't even have it posted on their website. Long story, but anyway, or it's posted but not listed. But anyway, I hooked it up and I think I'm having a ground issue. So now I have two amplifiers, 7,500 watts of audio power. Oh, sorry to just end, but yeah, I'm so sleepy. Oh, thanks, you guys are awesome. I'll see you on the next one. Have a great Sunday.